What's up, everybody? Cody DeQuisto here, and welcome back to the Dying Breed Bowhunter YouTube page. I'm pumped about today's video. It's episode 2 in our gear dive series, and this one we are going to be talking all about miscellaneous gear. So that's everything that I take with me when tree stand hunting. So not clothing, but this is all like binos, what I film with, chest rig, backpack, all that type of stuff. Let's dive in. All right, guys, we're going to dive into all my accessory gear. This is everything I take in the woods with me on a day-to-day basis, tree stand hunting. So as you can see here, there's not much, but this stuff expands. There is a lot more than it meets the eye. So I'm pretty minimalistic. I take pretty much just the bare essentials. Those things will increase as the season goes on. For instance, you know, this is early season. This is what I'm going to run probably until early to mid-November. You know, once it starts getting colder temperatures and I start taking an extra layer or two, I might transition all this stuff into my half pack. But this is really the basis of everything. So we're going to start out, we're going to dive right in. So this right here is my chest rig. So this is a bino harness. It's one of the newer bino harnesses from Vortex. And this is what you will get. I think it's called their Glasspack. I'll do my best to try and link all this stuff in the description below, but this is the Glasspack you get with their new Razor UHD binos. Now, these things are freaking money. As a whitetail hunter, as a minimalist guy, I like to have glass on me, and I loved the old UHDs, but it was just too much glass for what I was doing. They redesigned those and got them into this tiny little profile. Prior to this, I ran just the Diamondback 8x32s, but now I run the UHD 8x32s, and the profile is only like a fraction bigger. So these are nice small binos that I keep on me at all times in the chest rig. Let's take everything out of here. So we got our binos in there. We have keep my knife. This is an iron will pack knife. A little bit of face paint here. Got a spare GoPro battery. We have a selfie stick for video taping. Got a carabiner with a couple hair ties, a small pocket trim saw. Got my lens cloth, I'm not going to take that off. And then I got this little side pouch here. I don't use a rangefinder, shoot all instinctive, but this is where I hold my GoPro. Now, I have 2 GoPros. I have a Hero 11 and I have a 360. So depending on the type of footage I'm trying to get, I've been experimenting with both these. So those are my cameras. I won't take both of them every time. I don't want to be doing a crazy production. My phone and 1 GoPro is what I've been running with lately. So this is my pouch for that camera. So those are my cameras. And that right there is everything I had in my chest rig. Typically I'll have a neck buff in there too. So right there is our chest rig. But secondly, now I have a couple side pouches on my harness, right? So this right here, the harness I've been running is our Ghost harness. It's the micro, it's the minimalistic one. It's really just a belt with leg straps. I've been hunting out of a rock climbing harness for like, I don't know, 12 years now. It's been a long time. I got fed up with the full body harnesses way before saddles got popular and all that. And I just started running one of my rock climbing harnesses that I had from gym climbing. So from that, you know, we have a few different options you can get from the site. We have a standard with more of a back pad, but I don't do a whole lot of the saddle style hunting. I do more tree stand. So this just works as a really lightweight belt. I don't feel it on me. It's really comfortable when you're hiking. That's a huge thing for me, is I don't want to take my harness on and off. I don't want something heavy. I want something that is comfortable as I'm putting on miles. I never have to worry about it. So that's this right here. That's this. And as you can see, I have all these straps really narrowed down, and it is low profile and streamlined. Like, this harness is light and small. One side compartment, or one of the side pouches I have on here, has my retractable bow tow rope. Now, this is not something I run all the time, but man, when you're trying to be efficient, the retractor is huge. So I do run this on my harness because it just doesn't take up any room. It sits there all the time. Paracord gets tangled a lot for me. So I have ran it like that. I have ran paracord before, but I like the retractable. So usually that's my go-to, is the retractable. I'll take that extra bulk and weight because it can just live right on that harness. On the other side, I have a little another little Vortex pouch. I love these things. And this is where I have my my headlamp, an extra gear tie, and then my screw and bow holder, right? So I got those things right here. Now, this can be used for all sorts of stuff. People might have seen in past videos, I put these on my tree stand. Sometimes I do, but if I'm swapping between rigs or whatever, I like to have one on me. This can be used, you can use it as a bow hanger. You can tie limbs out of the way. You can strap things to it's all around awesome little, I love gear ties. Have my wind indicator here. This is a must for me, man. I got it fully filled with milkweed. I got the compass in there, and this is for checking that wind on a regular basis. And then here I have my tree tether. I run the Ghost harness a little differently. It comes with the ring attachment, which is great, especially for saddle hunters, but since I'm not really saddle hunting that much, I just run a standard carabiner rope tether to the tree. That's right here, and that is everything off my harness. So between my harness and my chest rig right here, this is everything that I will be needing to access on a regular basis when I'm hunting from day to day. So it's not much, all the essentials. This right here is my Razor Pocket Arm. So this is something we offer through Custom Gear. This is our new 1/4-inch profile. It's awesome for GoPros, for phone filming, all that stuff. So this is super light. This lives on the bottom of my tree stand, like you guys seen in the last gear video. So that's this. This is a very simple, cheap Amazon phone clamp head that I run on there because I use the phone I'm filming on right now to film through this. So that's that. Now, last but certainly not least, this is something I don't touch much, but it's kind of like my little emergency hunting kit right here. So this is all the stuff I'll access not on a regular basis. So if we look in here, we're gonna pull out everything. First thing in this pack is, boom, this nice little iron will sack here. This is my emergency bow repair kit. So I have everything in here I need to fix my bow. So if I break a string or whatever, I have a piece of paracord to break it down. I have a replacement string, and then I have a lighter with some serving and a little bit of extra tape on there. So like this right here will get me fixed in any scenario. That is my whole bow kit. Now how awesome is that? I love that. That makes me warm and fuzzy that I can fix my bow with just that little bit of stuff. This right here, this is kind of like my maybe you'd call it a little emergency gut kit or whatever. I got a set of gut gloves in there. I got a little emergency ass wipe and some hand cleaning towelettes. Spare batteries for my headlamp, a couple zip ties, and then just a little bit of paracord just in case. So, you know, this is just something I always like to have. I could field dress deer, bare hands, no gloves, but man, sometimes when you're out there and if you are in a situation where you're not going to be able to get back, dude, these things are so money to just be able to take them off, stuff them right in that bag, and you're done. So I like carrying this. Obviously, we all know about that spare ass wipe. Headlamp, man. Headlamp is crucial coming out at night, and you might not know. You bumped it in your pack and you turn the light on, and then all of a sudden you need it and the batteries are dead. So always have extra batteries, man. That's something I always have. Oh, there's a small carabiner in there as well. So this is just kind of like, you know, that little emergency. One thing of hand warmers. Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. It's probably not necessary, but dude, I've been freezing cold out there and these have saved my ass. Even if it's just a 3-hour hunt, or, you know, prime example. I can tell you the last time I used these. I don't use them very often, but it was a very cold December day. I was hunting the fringe of a bedding area. The buck I wanted to shoot came in. He ended up bedding up at like 80 yards. I was only anticipating hunting for about 2.5 hours that morning. Well, I ended up I made the call in my head, I got to wait him out. And I was not dressed to sit there for 5 hours, but I did. I didn't end up killing him, but I waited there till he got up and repositioned. And if I wouldn't have had these hand warmers that I dug out from under my tree stand seat, I wouldn't have made it. So little things like that, I always carry some of those. And then another thing too, so this would be not something I need on a regular basis, because usually I can always get to my van, but a couple garbage bags in case I was going to have to, like, you know, be packing something out with a buddy, or game bags or heavy duty contractor bags like this. You could put some meat in or something like that. So that's everything in my little, and this right here just kind of lives on my stand too. So it's no pack, no space in a pack or anything like that. And here we have it. So this is pretty much everything, guys, dude. This is where it's at. As the season goes on, as it gets colder, you know, I will pack in layers. I'll usually bring an extra pair of socks. You know, I got my gloves, I got my hat, I got an extra neck gaiter, like those little crucial things, which, by the way, I'm gonna go over in the next video, is gonna be all clothing and how I do that. But then when that time of year comes around, usually I will switch from the chest rig and the waist pouches. Now, at that time of year, everything goes right in this half pack. And I usually ditch the bino harness, and then I just use it with a lanyard, just a string around my torso. And then I'll ditch these pouches because I don't need the extra space. I'll put my retractor right in the side pouch. We have built-in eyelets for that. And then everything you'll see here will fit in here, and there is an insane amount of extra room even after all this stuff goes in this pack. And then it also has things like the deployable clothing strap here, so you can pack a lot of accessory clothes to here. You could toss I've tossed my down jacket in the pack. There's plenty of room for anything else you'd want to carry, even if you're filming with a full-size camera. So that's when I would deploy that pack right there for late season. All right, let's pack it all down, and I'll show you how a lot of those accessory things that I'm going to be using late season fit onto that half pack. Well, there you have it. Everything is nice and condensed now. It's all in its own compartment. There's not much stuff. And remember, guys, you know, this is out for a few hours in, you know, this wouldn't be long term. Like this isn't what I would take on a backpacking whitetail trip. We actually have one of those coming up this year, and I'll do a video later on everything that went into that. It'll be a lot more extensive. But if you're popping out for a few hours, or even, you know, hunting for a weekend, and you're on post all day, but you're coming back to camp at night or back to base, your truck or your tent or whatever, this is really all you need, man. And any more is just gonna weigh you down and make you less efficient. So that's what this is all about, man, is making you a more efficient hunter. That's what I wanna share with you guys. As I mentioned before, when I do transition over to later season, and I'll switch everything over to the half pack, and there's just so much room in this thing, it's crazy. So this is a full-size down jacket. Like, this fits in there like absolutely nothing. You could even slide it in the back pouch. One big thing I always have on me is my flannel. So here's my H1. What I love about this, or what I love about the strap that we put on the half pack, is once I get my flannel all rolled up, I can actually put it right under this half pack, or any gear you want, any clothes you wanted to carry under there, but this fits perfect. So like I said, I usually put my H1 goes under here, extra down jacket or vest, extra neck gaiter, gloves, extra hat, extra pair of socks if I'm hiking in a long ways, anything like that. It's got the deployable dump pouches too, so you can always, you know, if you're going to be in there for a while too, this is a great option if you're a guy who takes a water bottle or any additional gear, stuff like that. So you can really, it's kind of a little giant, this pack. You can really be versatile with it. But thanks for joining me today, guys. I appreciate you guys watching these videos. I hope you dig them. If you like this content, you want to see more of it, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment below. I appreciate all the support and the feedback you guys have been giving me. So it's awesome. I'm really stoked for it, and I'm looking forward to doing the next one. So we'll see you next time.